Join with me at Valley Fly, and we're going to talk about the top 5 things that we'd like to see come to Marvel Strike Force in 2020. Are you pumped for 2020 and Marvel Strike Force?
I'm pumped, baby. It can only go up from here, right? It can definitely go down, but it's got to get better. It's got to get better.
Yes, and I just want to put this out there. Marvel Strike Force is my favorite game that I'm currently playing. I love it the most, but there's some things that I like to see come to the game. Things that I would like to do them some small tweaks to make playing this game more enjoyable, and then other things to reduce the amount of tedious time playing this game. You know what I'm talking about? There's just some modes in this game that I'm finding tedious, and so we're gonna kind of split it up into those 3 different categories. But we got 5 things. Number 1, woo! You know what I'm gonna say, right? Well, the number 1 thing I want to see in 2020.
Number 1.
What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know the order.
Okay. The amount of time inside of the raids.
The time. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a huge one for me. That's a huge one for me.
So yesterday, we had 3 raids go off at the same time. We had the beta, the gamma, Ultimate 7, and Alliance War. Alliance War all start at the same time. Tell me about your experience with that.
This happens every other week. Every Monday when the raid switch is over, you got 3 raids running, a war, and if it's a good blitz character, I know you don't blitz, but I blitz. It is a crazy, crazy evening. These
I didn't even think about that.
It wasn't originally like this. It was the alphabet raids weren't originally like this and scheduled like this. They were kind of a one-time thing, but because of another thing that you're going to mention, they've kind of become necessary to the game now. Because of the resource crunches that we have.
Yeah.
It's
so
crazy.
So let me explain to you what's this. I mean, I can understand once every 2 weeks, maybe we get stuck, and I'm gonna run this in the background right here. We get stuck with like this like pinnacle of all these things happening. We have 3 raids run. We have an Alliance War. We have a super duper blitz character come. Right now we got Lucky is not. But let me explain to you my day to day. Like ideally, at the end of the night, I go out to dinner. I'm seeing a new girl. We come home. I lie down. We do our thing. And I would like to snuggle and go to sleep. But no, I pretty much, before I go to sleep, I have to make sure all of my energy's gone in Alliance Raid. And then the first thing I do when I wake up is check my raid energy, or else I have 19,000 messages on Discord on how I'm a terrible human being and I'm letting other people down and they're wasting cores. And you know what? I mean, I want you to imagine this conversation last night.
I'm laughing at this because I go through this exact same thing thinking I'm the only one, but no, you go through this exact same thing too.
It's like, we're like,
I'm sure you guys out there are going through this as well. Some of you.
I'm snuggling in bed, watching Baby Yoda Mandalorian, and I'm like, hold up, babe. I'm sorry, I gotta go sit on the couch for 2 hours and play these 3 raids. I've got 40 energy each.
And we got a war going too, so I gotta sit in front of the computer for that.
It's like, you know what? We're gonna have to table this snuggling, and I hope you're still awake when I come back in 2 hours.
I got some stuff to do on my phone, so you just hold on.
Yeah,
there, girl.
I mean, it's like, and you know what? Here's the thing: is like, if you've got a girlfriend or a wife, they are probably not a fan of the amount of time you spend on this game, and it's hard to explain the demands of this, especially if you have a relationship. And if you're a family man, I have no idea. See, I can justify it's like, hey, this is work. You get used to it. This is what I do. But most girls are not going to understand this.
There's hundreds of thousands of players that aren't in that situation, and they're like, their significant others are like, why are you on your phone so often?
Or at a dinner? Oh my God, you sneaking off to the bathroom to like, I got to play this. I got to do my war.
How come you're using the bathroom so much tonight?
Oh, I know.
Are you okay?
I can't tell you. I was like, how many times I've been at dinner and I'm like, I got to do a war battle. Okay, so number 1 is just the raids, and number 2 is Alliance Wars, and I have a problem with Alliance Wars, and my problem with Alliance Wars is that it starts at a certain time, and okay, so the war starts, right? And what happens? You log
Yes.
in and you can't do anything. You just stare at your screen because
There's 2 people that can fight because it's efficient. There's only a limit on attacks. You got to use your attacks efficiently. So only 2 people can attack at a time if you're playing war right.
Right. And if it was just that I have to knock out 4 battles, right? That just knock out your 4 battles. No, it's I have to pick my 4 battles. I have to wait when I go. Can't waste my time or waste the battle. I have to do it at the right spot. And I'm sitting there waiting for a battle to open up. It's a 4-hour process to play 4 battles. It's absurd, right? And the raids need to be simmable if we've beat it a million times, like, or a node a million times, right? So I don't have to do it. Yeah. If a node can be simmable, it's fine. But this alliance war, having it start at a specific time, and I know that we get to pick between 3 different times in our alliance, but still, it pretty much locks me up for 4 hours at the beginning of the start of a raid.
You can't just, it's exactly like you said, you can't, it's not just starting with a specific time, going in at that time, doing your battles. It's going in there, waiting. Oh, there's a battle. Oh, it's not the correct team for me to counter. So I got to wait even more and wait even more and wait. It's just, there's too much waiting. I just want to play. Want to play. And that is the issue that I also have with Alliance War. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, and coming from Galaxy of Heroes, where we have the flexibility of attacking over a 24-hour period, as long as the attacks get done in the 24 hours. And then usually there's a choice of basically everybody can attack at once. We don't have to wait, and only 2 out of the 24 people can be attacking. And there's no just like wasting around, waiting for my turn to attack and then hoping it's a favorable matchup where, the Coulson team has the optimal amount of power for me to take my X-Man. And if it's a baby Coulson team, I can't waste my X-Man and then I just do nothing, come back in 20 minutes and see what's going on. It's just a huge time sink. So
let me ask you this: as far as a solution, it kind of brought this to my head while you were mentioning the difference in Galaxy of Heroes, because there's no just 2 rooms showing and everything else is hidden. You could see every single team right off the bat. You think that would be a simple solution that Fox could implement? It takes out some of the strategy, but it also takes out a lot of the stress too. So I think that would be an appropriate balance. And it's simple enough that they could implement it hopefully relatively quickly.
When I first saw Alliance Wars, I thought, well, this is definitely a step up. It's got a lot more strategy. There's more stuff to do, absolutely. But the way that it's set up with the timing is a hassle. It really is. But the game mode is definitely more intricate, but the novelty of that intricacy wore off after about a month. You know what I mean? Like once we all figured out, you got to go for the armory and the barracks, and whoever gets the armory and the barracks wins. I mean, there's only a handful of room placements that make sense, and that's it. There's not much to it, right? I mean, we figured this out like after playing it a month, right? I mean, there wasn't much to it.
I think a lot of it wore off when you realize, I just can't just attack right at the start of the war. I gotta wait at the start of the war for my turn to attack. I think that's where a lot of it wore off.
Yeah, at this point, I would prefer a dumbed down mode, as long as it's still competitive. But if it was dumbed down and didn't require me to log on and wait for 4 hours at the beginning, it would be better for me at this time. So
agreed. I think for most people as well.
Now let's talk about the arena system, and this is just a minor fix, and I hope they change this next year. And it may not seem like a big deal, but we just finished a raid. That's great. But inside of the arena, you want to be efficient with your jumps, and you want to attack up. And you can see that I'm at rank 54, and I'm going to switch over to the screen right here, and basically. Right here, it says the maximum I can jump at 54 is up by 7. So when I'm at position 54, I can go up to 47. Not always on my screen does it show that. And I have to hit this refresh button a bunch of times to find out I'm doing the max amount of jumps, right? Why doesn't it just give me the best position first? Right when I log, right when I do it, can't I just see it and without having to hit this refresh button? Yeah. I mean, I'm pressing the refresh button for like a minute trying to figure out which one's the best one. And then secondly, and I got to give a big shout out to the guy that made this post on Reddit right here, Juice of 3, whatever. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry, but thank you for making this post. It says high ranks you can attack in the top 100. It is very inconsistent. Like when I'm at rank 54 right now. I can jump up 7. But then when I get to 49, I can jump up 11.
That's really weird.
It gets really
that
weird.
That is really weird.
And so there's this magical
right there.
There's this magical place in the arena that's top secret. And you actually did not want me to put this in the video.
I was like, does everybody need to know about this? But you're right.
There's
get it out there.
There's this magical place in the arena.
A hiding spot.
A hiding spot between 39 and 42. If you plant yourself at anywhere between 39 and 42, you can stay there for days without being touched, because if I'm at place 50, I can max jump 7 and make it to 43. But if I'm at 49, I can max jump 11 and make it to 38. And so nobody is max jumping to 39, 40, 41, or 42, and you're just kind of in a bubble there where nobody bothers you because of this weirdness with the max jumps changing from 7 to 11. I don't know why they did it this way, but it's created
It's weird.
Yeah, it's created this strange sweet spot in the arena where nobody's max jumping into you between 39 and 42. I've stayed there for like 2 days in a row. If I don't do this strategy, I get kicked back to like 200 almost, because there's at least 200 people deep in my arena right now that have Ultron and Phoenix. Every team has Ultron and Phoenix, and until Black Bolt comes, you're basically competing with, like, we're in a whale shard. I mean, an old veteran shard. Everybody has all the top characters. Everybody can beat everybody, and until Black Bolt comes out, we're all just fighting 300 people for number 1 every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, right? We're on the same arena shard with Casino. It's like it's really easy to get knocked back to 100 in like 20 minutes. Like, oh, I'm back at 100. It's just the way it is.
That's what happens when you play this game for so long. Everybody's right around your level, right around your power, and can beat you just as easily as you could beat them. So
yeah. And then number 4, and I'm coming around on this. Now, I typically have not complained about this, but first of all, the packs are trash. Specifically, the gold pricing in this game and the gold scarcity is too much. When is this a good deal where for $10 I can buy 2 gold orbs on 175k gold for the Lady Sif gold offer, and it's like, this is not a good value.
In Bizarro World, that is when, geez, that's not a good deal.
No, and it's 40% off, but it's like, I'm finally getting to the point where it's like, gold is a problem in this game, and it's like, and the problem with it too, as opposed to other games, is in the other game that I played, Galaxy of Heroes, gold was only tied to the level of the character. There was no way of spending gold on really anything important. There's no way of converting gold to gear or anything else, right? You basically only can spend gold on upgrading your character. But in this game, gold is used for everything. And I don't see them, because I use this gold to buy the super rare gear, which we need for Gear 14, taking them into Fear of the Darkness 3 or Dark Dimension, whatever it's going to be called, Dread the Darkness. I don't think they're going to ever make it super abundant because they've tied gold to gear. And by giving us a ton of gold means they're also giving us a ton of gear as well. Does that make sense? Like, where the other game, giving us unlimited amount of gold did nothing other than let us take our characters to max level. Here in this game, that means getting a lot of gear. And so I don't think they're going to loosen this, but it is strangling right now, going from 70 to 71, 71 to 72, 70 to 70. It's like 400,000. And they give us like these little rewards. Like when you go to max level, they give you like no gold. When you beat Dark Dimension, they give you 250,000. It's like insulting amount. You realize it costs 400K to go from like 74 to 75 and 70 to 71. It's just so expensive. It's finally worn on me. Like before I would be like, oh, this is a game of resource management. Get over it. I mean, that was my position up until recently. It's just, it's
so
tiring.
surprising to hear you like this today.
I know.
It's the first time in almost 2 years.
I mean, to a degree, it is resource management, but it's just like, why do I, like Sif comes out, right? And it's like,
oh, I was gonna mention that. Yeah.
What's the point in buying her and upgrading her if I don't have any gold? Like, I'm not gonna do. All these new characters come out, and I'm like, I don't care. I just don't have the gold to do anything with them. Yeah. It's like I've got all these really cool characters, but I don't have any gold. It's like, it seems like they're pinching us in the wrong place as far as that goes, in my opinion. I mean, what do you think about this gold thing?
The biggest place that irritates me is where you just said the new characters. You know, I just bought Sif last night. I can't get her up to a decent level right away to use my purchase, you know, to use that money that I just spent, unless I spend more on a gold pack. And even that is not going to get her to a usable place right now. So gold is definitely a crunch, especially with these new level 71s all the way to 75, and those prices are crazy.
Yeah, in general, I would say like 95% of the offers in the store are trash. It's just that simple. I mean, what percentage of the offers do you think in the store have any value whatsoever?
Jeez, I see maybe 1 or 2 every 2 months or so. That is, I think it's way less than 90%.
And those Black Friday deals, in my opinion, might as well have been an April Fool's deal. Most of them were not good. It was
did you buy anything? I bought nothing.
I think on Cyber Monday,
not on this game at least.
Cyber Monday. Well, I do buy those ABC packs where they give you like 70, like I don't know. You know which one I'm talking about, where they get a ton of ABCs for a certain price. I don't. Okay. I buy those. I like because
I ignore those.
The ABCs are so the advanced.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the pricing and how much you got.
Okay, and so the last thing on my list for number 5, and we're gonna be done with this video right after that, is single player war. Single player war in Galaxy of Heroes. My favorite game mode, without a doubt, is Grand Arena Championship. That is the only thing that game has on this game, and if they can mirror that and steal that or come out with a better version of that, this will be the dominant hero collector game that I play without a doubt.
Let's just hope for a mirror of it. Let's not hope for this updated version.
Yeah, but if they do it with this,
you know how things happen.
Yeah, but if they do this weird timed alliance war, but it's only a single player war, I may not be a fan. They're gonna call it war, but if it's a single player war. Hybrid. And it's a tournament system, but if it's timed, like you have to log in at a certain time to play and get your attacks in, and especially if I can't do all my battles in one sitting and stream it, it's going to be trash. Like
that is my fear with an upgraded version. They're bringing something like that. It's like, you know what, just mirror it. Mirror exactly how it is.
If it's a single player version of Alliance War, it's going to be trash. But if it's a copy of Grand Arena Championship and Galaxy of Heroes, it's going to be a beautiful thing.
Agreed.
You will love it. I will tell you, you'll love it. It's the best game mode by far in Galaxy of Heroes. It's the reason why I still play that game. Okay.
I want it in this game.
Okay, so guess what time it is?
Giveaway time.
Yeah, okay. All right.
What do we got? What do we got?
So you can see it right here. I've got the in-game Sif behind me. And so I really hope you like this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star, 8 red star, Gear 14, realistic, good-looking Sif. Woo!
Oh my goodness. So long. So happy.
Okay, so I just want to put this out here. Lady Sif in the movie, what's her name? Alexander, right?
Jamie Alexander.
Yes. Is, in my opinion, the pinnacle of an attractive woman. And
that's not an opinion. That's a fact.
It's a fact. Well, yeah, she's highly attractive, and you know what? Just in a good way, like not like a. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Just, I do. You don't have to go further.
We don't have to go any further than that. But so I've never ever once complained about the artwork in this game, because this game has amazing artwork, right? It's a visually beautiful game, and I like the art. Not on Sif. This is trash. This is the ugliest character. What are they thinking with this? This is not, compared to the actress, this is not good. What is her? She's got this weird like Barbie doll look face to her eyes and these blue eyes, and it's the same also look that Captain Marvel has, which I didn't mind because I don't really like Brie Larson.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, but both Sif and Captain Marvel just have this weird like Barbie doll look to him, where it's like, I don't know, and Sif really bothers me because Jamie, how attractive I think Jamie Alexander is. I mean, she's just goddess, and in my opinion, this is the only time I've been let down by the in-game artists.
All right, I want it in my account. You've sold me. Okay, I want it in my account.
Everybody needs this.
8 stars, Gear 14. I
All
can
right,
use
guys.
it to the next dark dimension. I love it.
Okay, so that was my top 5 things that I want to change in 2020. Head over to Valley Flying's channel probably next week sometime. He'll
Next
have
week.
a similar
We're gonna
video.
record it
but
right now, but we're gonna release
we're gonna release it later because he's going on vacation and so stuff like that. So it'll be out later. All right, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming. Woo!
Woo!